Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the last video we covered our home page. We created the category page as well as the post detail page where we show the title and the content. So in this video we will be working for tags and the related articles, right? So what we will do is we will use a spatie Laravel tags plugin, uh, right? So with this, the help of this, we'll have two tables. One will be tags and the another will be tagables. So where tagable is the polymorphic table. So let me explain you by installing it. So let me install, and then we need to publish the migration. So if I do here, so here you can see, so what we have a tags, right? Name, slot, type and order column. So we can also group the tags, right? So in future if we add products as well as we have the post, right? So we can group them, like type will be used, one type can be product, one type can be blog, right? In that way. And we have a taggable morphic table, right? You can see. So here now what's the best use is, if in future, same example, if we add the product table, then we can use the same table. We don't need to create a new migration file or anything new, because everything will be handled by these tagables, right? We can just create a polymorphic relation. So let me migrate this. Okay, so we don't need to do anything extra because everything is used. So but what we need to do is, since we are going to use this post in the post model, we need to use this. There is a trait as tags, right? So here you can this is the table trait. So from where we can get the different methods is defined, right? So tag class name which are defined in the config. So if we want to change we can, but we don't need that. So here we have like q tags, and here is the relation defined, right? Morph many in with tags. Also it also helps in the translation format. So set tags and scope, we have a scope with all tags, with any tags, without tags. So that are the things that we will be doing when we are generating the methods. So let's ignore this for now. So we added this. So now how can I do in Filament, right? So it's very simple. If I go to my Filament admin panel, inside post, let's say this one, so let's add inside the organization part. So post form, okay, perfect. Here, so I can use spatie tags input, make name is tags, that's it. So if I refresh here, and I can now say, okay, let's say Laravel enter eloquent PHP, right? Save changes. Let me come back here and let me see. That's it, everything is saved. That because we are using trait here. So this trait is helping us for that, right? Because here you can see whenever it is booted or created, whenever a post is created, it is attaching those tags. So this is the main logic here inside the trait. So now okay, let's go to our front page and let's see in my blog. Okay, let's go to test post. Where is that test post? It's here. So let's make them like this, post table. So what I want to do is reword. Okay, oh, it's from sort. Okay, no problem. So here let me add tags. So okay, so you can see the suggestion are also here, but let's say test, let's say Laravel, and let me save this. So now if I go to my test post, now I need to get the tags here. So how can I? So it's very simple. I can go to my post show page. So here for each post tags is tag. That's all. I don't need anything. Let me just say int for each. So refresh. You can see I have that two tags and I can see them here, right? So now I can say this should be my tag. If I show you what we have name, slug and type. So here I will be using tag name, Laravel and test. So to make it clear, what I can say, you see course. You can also use from the str facades or directly. Okay, I want to just capital the first letter. So let's create a route here then. So if I go back to my web.php, before this, because this should be our last route, get slash post tags slash tag. So I want to use post controller post by tag, and let's say name, and then post dot by tag, let's say. So if you remember in the last method we use this as a invoke method, so I just want to change it, right? So symbol post, and then because I want to use the same controller, so I can change this to so, right? Yes, perfect. So now post by tag, let me define this method here. Post by tag, public function post by tag. Here we'll get request and then dollar tag. Let's just say dd tag. Perfect. Or we can directly use spatie tags here, dd tag. So now let us go there and let us change this a tag, and here let's closing a tag, and let's give this ref. So the route should be, what is the name of the route that we defined? It's post dot by tag, comma, and then we can pass it directly our tag, right? So let me refresh here. Okay, so if I click on Laravel, yes, post tags 1. If I click on tags, post tags 4. Okay, it does not sounding good. So what I can do is tag slug. Okay, tags Laravel, it's not defined. Okay, no problem. Test 404 not found. The reason is because we are binding here, right? Let's do tag slug. So Laravel, oh, still did not work, and maybe need to check on our tag model inside. Okay, or what we can do is we can just pass slug from here and then tag slug. Okay, we'll get a tag here. Let's just dt that. Okay, we have Laravel. Similar, we have test, right? So let me show you the documentation for here. Here is the main documentation for spatie tags. So how we can get the tags? So here you can see your model with any tags, the best way, right? So what I can do is post the way we used to get here. Everything is same. Let me just copy the query, right? So post with categories, post, publish, and firstly what we will do is with any tags here, with any, what is the name, yeah, with any tags, and the tag name is $tag here, right? So if I TT this, let's see. If I click on Laravel, okay, you can see we have two data here, right? I can show you here, yeah, two posts, because the first one and the second one that we created. So now let's quickly add our view page. So similarly category, so I can just copy paste and let's say tag, and okay, tag dot show, return view tag dot show post equals to dollar post, posts, posts equals to post, and then I can send the tag equals to dollar tag. Perfect. So if I go back here, you can see we are using the component block list. So here we will just, section title should be tag and the post is same, right? We have already discussed how we are using this. So if I refresh here, you can see now I get the post from that tags, that is Laravel and that. Okay, so how we are getting this Eloquent, Alpine JS and Livewire? Okay, they are the categories, my bad. So that is how we can get this post. So you can see if I test, so if I go back here, let me add the test here. Suppose test is a tag, save changes, and if I refresh here, that's it. Now I can see the that post here, right? So this tags is perfect, this is working. So now let's look for the related post. So if I go back here, this is our post page. So now how we can get the related post? So the first thing is again the same query, right? Let me just post, and instead of paginate what we'll be using is limit, so that because we are just adding three okay, this is the issue. Let's first fix this, right? So here we can, what we can do is dollar tags equals to dollar post tags block name, right? If I show you here, so refresh, now we can get test, or even it can be on array for easy. See, we have test here. So now what I can do is here instead of array I can pass that tags, right? So it will, so let me just make sure this is here, post publish order by and then limit, right? So we are getting the related post from the tags. So if I refresh here, okay, there is no issue. So let's first add that here. So if I go on show.blade.php, here it is. So okay, here we have the related articles. So if you see, this is also same as our component. So what I can do is I can remove all these, and again I can include our component, include, that is, let me just copy this and let me paste this. So component.block test, the title is related post, and the post will be related post. If I go back here, I need to send related post equals to dollar related post. Let me add as here to make it plural. Perfect, right? Related post. So we are reusing the same component everywhere. So if I refresh this page, okay, attempt to read property categories on array. So if I go back here, Okay, this is the issue because of the paginations, because we are using pagination too, right? Let's use in this way paginate 3, or we can either do stop the pagination, right? If I use limit 3 and get, so let's get back here on our this component dot block list. So what we can do is we can say if $show pagination link at the rate end if, right? If there is this, else it should be always true. Okay, links does not exist, perfect. Let's forget about that error. So here we don't have any error. Okay, the pagination is working, right? So but in case of tags, if I go back into my blog in test post, right, here we don't want to show the tags, right? So what I can do is in the related post after that show pagination, make it false. Oh, same error. So show pagination link, that's it. So now I can see 3 posts here. Okay, maybe from the same related post, right? Either Laravel or test, perfect. So this is how we can. So if I click on read more test post, now I can see test post and other 3 posts. But if you see here, I am using the test post, I am inside the test post, but I am still getting the same post in the related post. So to remove that, what we can do is here with any tags, let's make it here where id not equals to $post id, right? Will be excluding that particular post, because obviously that post will contain the same test tag. So if I go back here, now I can see only test post, that's it. So this is how we can get the related post, and we worked on the tags part. So in the next video, either we can work on comment section or for the role and permission part. So comment down what you want. Thank you guys.